Huge
released
album.
this year.
Iron Maiden, Book of Souls.
To coincide with the 40-year anniversary of this band,
Yep.
they put out a double album.
And the victory of Bruce Dickinson.
So, the Book of Souls is what we're going to be talking about.
Awesome album.
Yes.
You can never. The last two Maiden albums, people seem to be a little conflicted on, but this album is like everything that I love from Iron Maiden in one delicious double package. The tracks are long.
That's
but they're
honestly
worth it.
the length of some of the tracks. I mean, like 3 of them go over 10 minutes, and I think it doesn't bother me at all that these songs are that some of these songs are long, and it shouldn't.
Right.
You know, for fans of Iron Maiden, that's not something you should take into consider. Oh, this song is so long. I mean, is this song gonna lose me or what? No, it's not.
No,
with this band, it's not going. That's not going to happen.
And they've been doing that for Iron Maiden's been able to do that for a long time. They've been around for 40 years. Let that just sink in for a second. I can't imagine doing anything for 40 years.
Oh, I know.
Props to them and props to Bruce Dickinson for being able to do this. He was really sick for a long time.
Bruce Dickinson sounds great.
He does
for his age, and even for his health problem with what he's had to endure.
Yeah.
For most of this year.
Right. Curious to see how he still holds up live, but you know what? You have to just accept that the Iron Maiden was able to make another really great record. The Great Unknown is the first track that I really grabbed my attention. I do love how the first CD opens, but The Great Unknown was like, yes. Like, I was like, yes. Getting back into the swing of listening to a new Maiden record, so.
The Red and the Black really clicked with me.
Yeah, that's the one right after that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great one, too.
That's well over, that's 13 and a half minutes, that song. There.
Right, but a lot of times I like that, because in my head, what like long tracks like that are able to do for me is like show this consistency and creativity in like the writer's mind. Like they were able to take this concept and not only just make like a 2-minute quick thing out of it, 2 or 3 minute thing. It's like you took this and you made an entire like movement. Like when I listen to the Maiden album, I listen to it all as like one piece. So, especially this record. This record is very cohesive and flows very well. I was starting to wonder if it was going to start to like recycle a little bit.
Right.
I was curious to see how often that was going to happen on this record. If you're an old Maiden fan, there might be times when you feel like, boy, this sounds like a just vintage Iron Maiden riff. Almost to the point where it's like, I've almost heard some of this before, but it finds a way to refresh itself somehow.
It finds a way to make you not think that.
Right, exactly. It's like right when I felt like I was on the verge of being like, oh man, I wonder if, this is going to sound like old Maiden record. But it doesn't. If you're a fan of this band, let's just be honest, a lot of people are going to buy this record because it's Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
And that's all they need.
It's been a while too since they put out an album, 5 years.
Yeah. So, and they've been through a lot.
They even have a tribute to Robin Williams on this album.
Oh, yeah.
Tears of a Clown is a tribute to Robin Williams.
Yeah, I forgot about that actually until you just reminded me.
I had no idea, and then I saw the name of the track way before the album came out, and then they said that it was a tribute to Robin Williams, and I listened to it thinking of him, and I saw it was fitting.
Yeah, right.
To this man. How about the way the album ends?
What you mean by a really long song?
Really long, but very dynamic and epic song to end it, which is the Empire of the Clouds. Talk about a song that really, really swings, as far as the way it sounds. Starting off with the piano and everything, and then making all of these changes, in the way the song
their
goes.
minds are definitely still in the mode to make creative parts. What you're expecting to get from them, you're gonna get in probably a better way than you thought you were going to.
Yeah, and then a little bit more.
Right. Yeah. It's the album progresses a little bit for them, which is like after 40 years, that's hard.
Yeah.
that's kind of ridiculous. These guys are master musicians.
Let's not hope that this is the last Maiden album. Bruce Dickinson hopes that this is not the last one. I mean, they're old now, and he has his health problems, but
the playing hasn't really decreased.
This should not be the last album.
No. And what the album shows is that the band is most certainly capable of making more records. It's like when people thought maybe they were at the end. Nope. You have more. There's more material. So,
I don't see this as the last album.
No. I think we'll probably get at least another one. I'd like to say 2.
Yeah.
But we'll see depending on the latency period in between this album and the next one if they make it.
I mean, yeah, definitely check out one of the biggest metal releases of the year.
You don't want to miss it. No. It's like we said, this is a big year for a lot of big bands, so this is definitely one of the bigger ones that you don't want to miss. Check it out, Iron Maiden, Book of Souls.